Hello. Hi, everybody. We are waiting for a couple of members to join. We've got a few already in, so let's just hold up. I will also start sharing the screen. We will wait another 2 minutes and then we will begin. Thank you so much. Okay, another 30 seconds and then we will begin. Okay, fantastic. So great to be here today. Thank you so much for making the time for this webinar and training. My name is Dev Aditya. I am one of the co-founders, directors of Ottomans Institute. I'm also one of the leads of the OI Lead program. It's great to see all of you here today. Thank you for coming to this webinar where we will be talking about the entire system, the training process, the steps and processes you need to follow, certifications, and a lot more. We want this session to be engaging. So please drop questions whenever you have them. We're going to go through a lot. So please drop the questions on the chat or in another way, which I will share with you shortly. Before I begin, what are we going to go through literally point by point? First of all, we are going to learn if AI can enhance the learning experience. Why is this important? This is because we are just not giving you some PDFs, content, and videos. It's not one directional. You will get all of this, but with AI teachers. This means you can ask questions and learn interactively anytime, any place, anywhere. It's a bit of a different system. It's a fantastic system to learn with. It's a highly engaging system. We'll talk about that. How to correctly use these AI teachers, right? We're going to touch that as well. Then we are going to be talking about the AI literacy program. Very important. This is your program. What are the rules? What are the timelines? How do you get a certificate? We're going to go through all of that. And then we're going to talk about the steps and processes. How are you going to onboard, start, use the system? How are you going to get help, etc.? And how are you going to complete and then celebrate? I will stop here then. We'll go into some Q&A and then we'll also go back and look at the complete system for 5 minutes again, just so that you are well tuned to what to expect when you start learning. So that's what we're expecting today. Great to see so many of you. I can see some more people are joining. And let's start this session. Now, before I start this session, if you don't have access to chat on your YouTube, please take a link up to this QR code. That is a form. You can ask us questions. We will be answering them live. So please take an image or please connect to this QR code using your camera. I will wait 5 minutes, but this is where you can drop questions. We have quite a lot of parts to get through. So whenever you have questions, Just type them up and I'll be able to answer them in the breaks, right? I also have my colleagues here who will be assisting with this. So please use this QR code to get on the form for your Q&A. I will wait 5 seconds only and then go. Please. Okay, the last 3 seconds. Please do join this link. And now let's begin the session. So first of all, any session, especially in the area that we are working on with you and supporting you on, we like to start with the story of Aisha. You will think, why is this important? This is important because in January of 2021, we released our first AI teachers. There were a few here and there in labs, but we were the first ones who were publicly used. They were used in refugee camps. They were used in a number of other places. And in one of these refugee camps lived Aisha. She was one of our first students in the first group. And I still remember looking at them when they were trying to use this system from an old clunky webcam. Um, so as we were working with them, after about 16 minutes, she figured out how to use the system. This is back in 2021, by the way, 18 months before GPT. So she figured out how to use the system and she spoke to the system and she said, she speaks to me, because our AI teacher was also female, right? And that's essentially the beginning of our journey. And that's the beginning of the interface you're going to use. That's why Aisha is very important to start with. Let me explain this differently. The way you're going to learn is through hyper personalization. So you are going to get all of your content. All of you will go through the program. There are 9 topics, and you have to complete all 9 topics. But while you're learning, you can talk to the AI. You can have your own learning pathways. You can ask different questions. You can clear doubts. You can also ask for different examples, so that each of these experiences are personal to you. And think about it this way: any class, any student, anybody has people who learn at different paces: slow, fast, medium. You can learn at your own pace. There are visual learners, auditory learners, different kind of learners. You can do everything. It will tune to you, and that's the important part of the system. A different way of explaining this is, if we were teaching you in a classroom, or if we were teaching you in a webinar, it could be interactive if you were asking questions, but you would have to come to this session like you do right now at a specific time, not really accessible. And if we had 100 students together, we have much more than that in this program, by the way, it wouldn't really be interactive because we couldn't answer everybody's question or their own thoughts and their own directions in the learning. Once I finish this, this is being recorded. So others can see it, but they can't interact. So they can access it at any time, but they can't interact. Also think about YouTube or Coursera for learning. With your AI teachers, not only can you access it at any time, anywhere, any place, and offline, very important, without the internet, you are also able to ask questions, interact, and form the learning, structure that suits you 24/7. So it is just not the content, it is your ability to interact and have a two-way conversational learning, which makes this system very different. And just before we go into the processes, we are Ottomans Institute. We have been working from 2020. We serve learners in 17 countries, soon to be 19 before the end of the year, which we are very proud of. And we've been working, as you can see, a lot in Africa as well. We've worked in Nigeria before, a lot in Kenya, etc. So having said that, let's go into the next part of this session. Meet some of your AI teachers. This is Kaya, this is Zendaya, this is Beatrice. When you'll be learning, you'll have some other teachers as well, some from Africa, some from others. And these AI teachers will teach you, and you can choose who teaches you. And they are the ones who will not only tell you about the content, not only show you the visuals, not only show you the diagrams, not only go through the content, they are the ones you can talk to and ask questions, ask to clarify, take a different pathway, etc. Like, you are explaining this about AI, what if I used it in this scenario? You will get an answer back. For those of you who have power shortages and internet bottlenecks, once you have downloaded this system, it is also offline. So it runs like an app. It can run on your computer, on your tablet, or on your mobile phone, Android. Just for the mobile phone, remember you have to use it in landscape mode because it's a big interface. Okay. So PC, laptop, tablet, Android phone, but in landscape, offline. But do touch your device on the internet for about 3 to 5 minutes every week, because if we have any updates, we'll give you just like an app, and we will also see your progress, etc. We need to see how you're progressing for your certification. That's very important. So we are teaching you vetted content. I'll come to that. It's customized for you. You'll have some surprise avatar teachers as well from the continent. We will be checking data analytics to give you the certificate, and it will be running offline. So what does this really mean then? What are you going to expect? I'm going to stop here for 2 minutes so that you can drop any questions. I can already see there is one question which I will answer and then continue. Any other questions, please drop them, please. And if you haven't dropped them already, I'm going to give you the QR code for about 5 seconds while I answer that question. Please take the QR code for your question. So the first question we have is this course a free course or paid? It is free. You do not need to pay anything. This course is because we are working with the Sister Ally Foundation, and it is free for you. So make sure you don't pay anybody. The second question is, does it work on Apple? No, it doesn't. I will come to that, but just not Apple. Other systems, yes. The third question is, I have not been able to access the app. It's just showing connection only. I can't do anything on it. You can't do anything on it yet because you have not started the program. You will get your emails, and we will come to those points in this presentation. It hasn't yet, so you cannot access it. So please hold up. Apart from Sister Ally Foundation, by the way, there are several other organizations who are also involved with us, and their representatives and learners are also going to be getting this program. So just wait for this webinar and the points. I have other questions which I'm going to cover anyway. So let's just continue with this training program. So what is the process now? After this webinar, you will be getting firstly a pre-form. Okay. And after you get the pre-form, you will then get the app, and your learning journey will begin. As I said, the app works on Android, tablet or phone, on Windows, PC, laptop, Chromebooks, if anybody has the Chromebooks. Linux is not the best experience, but if you have a problem, let us know. And this system works 24/7. You can talk to it, and it is cross-platform, just not Apple. What will you get for your learners, for the organizations? You will get AI access to literacy program. This is a vetted program. It is a certified program. I'm going to come to each point in the slides that are coming. Okay. You're going to get certified upon completion. And this is where the first time I'm going to talk about this. You have 30 days to complete this program from the day you get access to the app. We have rules and regulations to follow for the certification, and it's an automated process. So I do not want anybody to complete 90% of the program and then miss the 30-day deadline. Very difficult for us to give you the certification then. So remember the 30 days. You can and you should keep the system after this as well. Why? Because we regularly update and give more courses, because AI is moving fast. We also give other free courses like employability. You have the right to use that and keep upskilling yourself. No problem. But make sure you finish this course, this big certified course, in the next 30 days. Otherwise, you'll miss your certification. Keep that in mind. So after the 30 days, you can relearn it. You can look for other programs. You can keep it. But this course specifically, you must complete in 30 days. And all the organizations we're working with will also get a summative report on the impact that has been created. Just before I go into what does this program entail, more about the timeline, etc., just remember Android, phones and tablets, Windows, PCs and laptops, Chromebook laptops, with a minimum 4 GB RAM on device is the requirement that you have to follow. So make sure you have an access to this device. And a lot of our organizations can also give you access to their mini computer labs if required. Now, what is this course about? This course is the UNESCO AI Literacy Framework. This is the only global framework. We work with these bodies very closely. We started this in Kenya, 200,000 enlisted learners. And this is the UNESCO framework. Today, it's also being taught in the UK, etc., by our system. This program has 9 lessons. What is AI? Why should we care? To ethics in AI, to tools you can use. How can you actually use them in real life? How do you navigate as a citizen today? How do you get a job in the world of AI, etc.? Some technical points as well, like machine learning and what to expect in the next couple of years. I can see another question I have: how long does it take? So you have 30 days to complete it. You can start and pause anytime while you're learning, and it will take you about 10 hours to complete the program. That's it. 9 lessons, 10 hours. That's it. So 10 hours to complete the program in 30 days. That is what is required. It is also certified by us and also by United Kingdom International Development. So not only will you learn this very valued skill, not only at a time when AI is racing, and also the Kigali conference mandated that the youth in Africa become AI literate, but also because of the value of this certificate, which will be internationally recognized. Now, in terms of the program timeline, where are we right now? We are in the learner onboarding and learner webinar section. Okay. So after this, you are going to first get your pre-form. After you have done your pre-form, you will get emails so that you get the correct link to download. At the moment, if you download from Play Store, it will not work because you have not been registered yet. Then you have the 30-day window, and then we celebrate with all of the completers. We have seen 95% completion rates. The bottleneck is getting the app, downloading it, and starting the first lesson. If you get that right, 95% of our students complete, which is some of the highest in the world. And any support you need there, we will support you and talk to your organizations and also the organization leads who are here today. Please follow the steps. So what happens after this? You will get a pre-form. There is a pre-form link here as well. Please fill it. It takes under 15 minutes. We cannot send you further apps, etc., if you do not fill this form. This helps us monitor your starting level of learning, which also is tuned to the system before it's giving to you. This is critical. So please do this pre-form. Then via email, you will get the link. So please check your emails. Very important. I know some people rely on WhatsApp, but you must check your email and also your spam folder. This is because sometimes the email may go in spam because we don't email you regularly. Okay. So do your pre-form now, and when you get the email, it will take you under 15 minutes. Then you get the link. After you have downloaded the system, there is support available for you from the organizations who have brought you into the program and from us. 7 days before the 30 days is over, you should get a completion reminder as well, because we do not want you to miss the 30-day window. Very critical. Again, I'm saying this. And then at the end, you'll have a closing ceremony, and then the certificates will be released. So just take that in for a minute. So the last time I'm saying today, the 30-day window is the day you receive the email with the app link. Very critical. Please do that. And remember, you have a deadline. And your main, from our side, our main form of communication is going to be from email. Please look out for emails from our side. The emails you receive will also have dedicated emails you can use for user support. Very important. We will also give you in that email an access to a chatbot. This chatbot may not be able to answer all your questions, but it can answer some of your questions 24/7, including when we are not working during the off time. And your organizations may choose to create WhatsApp groups to support you. I highly recommend they do that. So please look at that as well. But email is always going to be the primary mode of communication. So please look at that, not WhatsApp. Now, let's come to the pre-form. Everybody who has not filled in a pre-form, who has downloaded an app which is not working, please fill in the free form so that you can get the right version or you can get closer to starting the program. We will start the program this week as long as we have the majority of the pre-forms filled. Otherwise, it is difficult for us to release this for all students. Please do that. It will take under 15 minutes to fill. For some people, 5 minutes. So I will hold here for 5 seconds. Please take this QR code. So this is the pre-form. Please take it. Now I'll start looking at some questions as well. Okay. One of the questions, how long does it take and is there a time limit? I think we have covered it now. 10 hours roughly to complete the entire program. It has 9 lessons. Each lesson has 10 parts in it. Each part takes 5 to 6 minutes. But in total, 10 hours long, and you have a 30-day window. Beyond that, you should keep the system because we regularly update other programs and other lessons. And also for you to revise these topics. Let's say you have a job interview in 6 months, you can do that. Another point is the app is not opening on my Android phone. So please wait for us to send you the right links. Also, if you still have problems, please get in touch with us via email. The program will officially start when all the preforms are done and the official emails go out. Sometimes, by the way, if it hangs on your phone, you may have a phone spec problem. It may not be a 4 GB RAM phone, or there might be some other hardware factor that is low spec on the phone. I would recommend you to report that to us or to also talk to your organizations who may be able to give you access to a temporary device or to their computer lab, because sometimes the hardware specifications may make a difference because it is an offline system, it runs on your phone. So please get in touch with us if it continues or your organization. If it's too low spec, then it's a problem, but it works for the majority of phones, 4 GB RAM and above. Here is your pre-form again. So please take this and fill that up. Very important. While I take another couple of minutes to answer some questions. Have this course been done in Africa before? Yes, several countries, 200,000 learners in Kenya. We already work in Nigeria and many countries in between the West and the East. Apart from that, obviously globally, 17 countries, UK, US, etc. What happens if I can't finish in 30 days? Please get in touch with us. If there's a genuine reason, we can look into it. But don't leave it to the last minute because it is an automated system. So if you miss the deadline, we really can't do much. We also have to stick to the regulations on which we give the certificate. So please don't miss it. 10 hours in 30 days is very reasonable, especially when you can pause on your lessons, you can learn in your free time at your own pace. So please don't miss the 30 days. I can see no other questions coming in. So now I'm going to go to the second part of this session. Please keep filling in your questions and also please start filling in your preform. Now, the second part will take about 5 minutes. What is this part about? It is just about you understanding the system because this is a very new and unique system so that you are prepared before you start learning. First point, very important. You are joining us through your organizations as trainers of the organizations as well. Your learners are coming through you. So, point one is when they receive the email, they do not need to sign up. They will already be signed up and they will click and go to the login page. Once they log in, they will then be able to change their password. This is for privacy. So there is no sign up required. They are already being signed up. The email will have their login. When they log in, they can change their password. After this, they will choose their AI teachers. As I said, we have a few surprise AI teachers from in an Africana context as well, who we hope you enjoy. And it's about having fun with them and gamifying. It's we just don't want you to go through the content. We want you to interact with the AI teacher so that you can ask questions, clear doubts, and really get value from this. But separate to that, you will also have features like this, like the color of subtitles, the size of the font, including the font type. Like I'm dyslexic, I like to read in dyslexia font, the background color, etc. This is important because we enable you to create an ecosystem which helps you to learn. Be it you have some neurodiversity, you have short sightedness, etc. This system will help you learn because we have a lot of features to support. So please set this up. So when you get in, you choose your avatar, get your ecosystem ready so that it's primed for you to learn. After this, you start your lesson. The AI teacher is going to teach you like this in the PC, tablet, computer, laptop, Chromebook, or on your phone, but in landscape mode, Android. You can talk to your AI as well while she's teaching, and she will teach you, she will share information, diagrams, visuals, just like we do on Teams. So you're going to get the entire content. While you're learning, you can also go into audio mode only. But as I said, when you're learning, each lesson will have subsections. So you have 9 lessons. Each lesson has 10 subsections. Each subsection has 4 to 6 minutes worth of content. So every time you finish each subsection, you've done 1 out of 10 in that lesson. Remember that. While you're learning, if you have any questions, if you want a different example, you want to take it in a different direction, you can talk to the AI pressing this. But a lot of our students like to type as well. So you can raise your hand or create chat and you can start talking to her. She will pause for you. When you're done discussing or clarifying or asking questions, you can click play and she will continue to teach you. Now, we are not going to test you to see who has come first and who has come last in the batch, right? No first, no last. We are not after that. But after every subsection, if you remember, subsections are about 4 to 6 minutes long, you will get tests and quizzes. This allows the system and us to understand whether you have understood that subsection and the information and whether you have retained the knowledge. It is very important for long-term retention of knowledge. The AI will also give you hints if you get something wrong. But if you're really not getting it wrong, the AI will tell you to redo that section. So just redo that 4 to 6 minute section until you get this right. So 10 subsections and 10 tests and quizzes in every lesson, in all of the 9 lessons. After that, when you have done it, you complete, we have a celebratory moment, and then you go to the next lesson. And you go doing that for the 9 lessons until you complete. And then the data will come to us, touch the internet, and we will put you into the certification area. Again, in 30 days, remember that. So get your questions ready while I give a quick recap on this. You are coming in through your organizations. So when you get the email, you don't need to register. You directly go to the login page, you'll have the link. You log in with the credentials given to you and you change your password for privacy. You will then be able to choose your learning ecosystem, get your AI teacher. We have some Africana AI teachers for you as well. We hope you enjoy them. But also get your inclusivity features on if you require bigger fonts, different colored backgrounds, etc. This is so that you can learn in an optimal way. Once you have done that, you'll start learning. The AI teachers will teach you, not only giving you the content, but also showing you visuals, diagrams, etc., just like we do on Zoom. And you can speak to her. You can also switch off the avatar if you're an auditory learner, but every lesson has 4 to 6 minute subsections. Each subsection is a completely different information piece. Every lesson has 10 subsections, so 9 lessons into 10 is 90 subsections, 90 core things you're learning. Make sure you complete them. If you have questions at any time, you can talk to your AI or you can start the chat by raising your hand or clicking chat. She will answer all of your questions and take your direction points, and you can just press play again to resume her teaching you. And remember, every subsection has quizzes and tests. So every lesson has 10 quizzes or 10 tests. And if you can't answer them properly, the AI will help you or tell you to redo the previous subsection, which takes 4 to 6 minutes time. Once you have completed, there's a celebratory moment, and then you do that for the other lessons until you complete all 9. Please touch the internet so that we get your data within the 30 days and we can put you, and the system essentially puts you for certification. So that's about it. I'll just go back to the screen where we have the QR code for questions. You can keep sending me questions. I have a few more. I will answer them. I only have one question now, actually. What language is this on? This is in English. It is also because this course, the UNESCO framework, is in English. So this learning will be in English. I hope you've got this QR code. Please also take your pre-form. We need to complete this. Very important. We are also having that there are some device constraints. We will continue to support you. Please email us if you have individual issues. For those whose devices it's working, 4 GB RAM is really low spec. We will support you to continue the program. For those who it's not working, we will keep you on a list until we can make it smaller. For the organizations also, where needed, you can support them with some device access or computer labs. It is important because not all bottlenecks can be immediately solved. Data costs, etc., will be nullified because it will work offline once downloaded. So this is the last time. Please take this for the form. Also share this with your learners. It's very important. And I will just stop sharing for the final Q&A. I don't have any personal questions. No more questions. Thank you. Thanks a lot. If you have any last questions, please do send them now. Otherwise, we will close this live stream. Thank you so much. And please feel free to share the link as well with other organizations and members. And everybody here, please like and follow the page because a lot of updates come here as well, including other focused webinars. So please do that. Thank you. I've got another message. Okay, all done. I would take that as a okay, all done. So please do follow this page. Email us as well. You will get a lot of information. The pre-forms are very important for your learners and for the learners who are attending today's session. And I wish you all the best. This batch, all of the learners we're supporting now, will finish before Christmas. And I hope a lot of people get into Christmas with very high spirits and successful learning and a certification. So thank you, everybody. And thank you also to my team who is in the background supporting this webinar. Thank you all. Bye-bye.